Okay, so it goes like this. This year, we have asked your teachers to do something a little bit different in Moodle. This year, when you're logged into Moodle, like this, see, I'm logged in here, here I am. Down here under Moodle, you'll see that there's a calendar down here. We have asked your teachers to be extra vigilant this year that any assessments, these are large assignments or tests that are testing your knowledge. And these are assessments that we believe pretty strongly here at the upper school that you should have no more than 2 assessments of this type or length, difficulty, strenuousness per day. In other words, if you have 2 or more large assessments, major assessments per day, it's your duty to approach your teacher and let them know, hey teacher, I have more than 2 major assessments today. What am I to do? I would like your help in moving the 3rd one. And you should know what those assessments are and what order to prioritize those with, because down here in your Moodle calendar, if indeed it's an assessment, it should have a date associated with it. Let me see if I can find you one. So you can see here, oh, here's one. So you can see here that I'm logged in as me. And when I'm logged in, I'm on the very front page of Moodle, and you know that because you can hit this little home button, and then it's you. And for example, if I mouse over, here's one. If I mouse over September 11th here, you can see that there's a quiz on section 1 through 6, and then down below in that it says what date it was entered. So it was entered September 5th, 2012. So on major assessments, teachers are supposed to put the date in, and you are obligated to take the first 2 assessments that were set. So if there was something set on September 4th, something set on September 5th, something set on September 10th, which ones do you take? That's right. The ones that were set on the 4th and on the 5th and the one for the 10th, you need to politely and well in advance go to that teacher and say, hey teacher, you have the 3rd assessment set for me in September. And you might be asked to show your teachers those things, so be prepared to do that. But nonetheless, that one that's set on the 3rd or 4th assessment that you may have on any particular day is the one that you should negotiate moving with your teachers. I want to show you some tricks, though, in how to take this and put it into your Google Calendar. All of you have Google accounts. You know that. If you don't know that, come see us. We'll set you how to get to your Google Calendar and those sorts of things. But nonetheless, here I am logged in as music test student still, and if I click on my courses, one thing I can do is see a big digest here of all the things that the teacher has set as an assignment within Moodle. They're obligated, especially for those assignments that are major assignments that we call assessments or tests, to be in here. Some teachers, such as the Joltinator or the Trockmanator, or you can see here Spanish with Miss Matheson, they've set more than just the minimum. They've put a wide variety of things in there, but the ones that I'm asking you to pay attention to, especially today, are the ones in which, in the title, you can see that it has the date that it was set on. Those are the ones that are negotiable for the date. So what I do now is go back to Moodle Home. And right over here, I've got a calendar for all of my Moodle stuff. And every class that I'm enrolled in, it's your job to go in and enroll in that. If you don't know how to enroll in a course, come see us or talk to your teacher. But if I click on the date, for example, September 2012, I can go down to here, down towards the bottom, and it says Export Calendar. The calendar that you're going to want to export is this one right here, Export All Events, and this one here for recent and next 60 days. And those will flow like a river into your Google Calendar. So I click here to get calendar URL. URL stands for Universal Resource Locator. Create one. And as you can see down here a little bit lower, the URL for the export is right here. And I click and copy the whole thing, including this token. That's a secret code that makes sure that it's actually you, that you've logged in. And it'll check with Moodle to make sure that it's you and you've got this code. So I copy that. Next thing I do is go to my Google Calendar, and you can see, oh, it's empty, and I need to put some stuff in there. So down here under Other Calendars, near other calendars. I click this little drop down right here, and I'm going to go to add by URL. Did you hear that before? URL? So I'm going to add it by URL. I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to add that calendar. And if we wait a second, oh, that was quick. Look, all that stuff that was in Moodle is now in here, and it's in there for September and October, if there were any dates. But nonetheless, all those things that we just saw in Moodle are now in my Google Calendar. Okay, and I can zoom out a little bit so you can see some of the details on those things. If I mouse over them, it's good. One peculiarity about this is, remember, this has taken all of your stuff from Moodle and put it into one calendar. The other thing you could go do is you could go do this for each one of your courses in Moodle. You can copy it, you can paste it in, and then you can tell it which one's which. So it comes in here with a name that's a really long name, and I want to change that a little bit. So I'm going to go up here to calendar settings. And in calendar settings, I'm just going to change this to My Moodle Courses All. And remember, I could have done this just for my environmental science, or I could have done this just for my ceramics, or I could have done this just for my digital filmmaking, or I could have done it just for my English class. And then for each one of those, name them so that they come up in different colors and it's pretty and cool. But you can do it this way too if you want to do it just once. And I hit save. Now when I go back there, I can see those. So I can turn those off. I can turn those on. I could also add my personal calendar off and on. There it is. You don't need to see those. But you see how that works. And it works well. If you have any questions on how to do this, see your teacher. If they can't help you, come see us. And we've got other tricks too we'll show you another time. Peace.